For such a long period of time, I wondered why I always attract into my life controlling people. And then, voila, I realized that they are just a reflection of me controlling too much myself, literally. I'm very controlling in my lifestyle, in my diet, in picking and choosing people I surround myself with. So, attracting controlling people in my outer reality is just a reflection of me being too controlling with myself, literally. So then I realized that what's more important than to be right is to be free. And if I wanted to be free, I had first to be brave enough to have confidence to seek and be satisfied with being free rather than with being right. But people often spend too much time proving themselves right, like it matters something. It doesn't matter, BS, because your peace has no price. That's how I see it. Peace is priceless, but many often send their peace like they're sending their soul to the devil for short-term joy, for short-term pleasure. Pleasure, what is pleasure? Most people don't even know the definition of pleasure. Pleasure is memory of satisfaction. The same stands for addiction. Addiction is memory of a pleasure. So people send their souls too cheap to devil for short-term pleasures, for all kinds of addictions. And it's so important for people to be right, to prove their point. But no, it's not. You are more wiser when you know how to speak less, how to let fools prove each other right, and spend days, weeks, months, many of them even whole their lives, proving who is right or who is wrong. Such a waste of time. Never think that you should be perfect in order to be authentic. Most people are vulnerable and they are afraid to share their vulnerability because they think that if you want to step into your powerful identity, you must be perfect. No, you don't, and that's simply impossible. We are only humans, and to share our vulnerability is the most authentic thing, and that's how you lead by example. Because the path you walked on with your mistakes can help some other person to learn from your mistakes, and that person might not repeat the same mistakes that you made. So it's okay. I understand when someone isn't comfortable with sharing their complete story, and like I don't feel yet, because my story is completely wild and crazy, and it's very, very, very painful, but every person has some dark and painful background. That's what makes us warriors, and that's what makes every single one of us and every single story as a book, literally. a book of life. Every person's life is like some wonderful artwork. But take one step after the other, and being vulnerable is the most authentic thing that you can share. And authenticity is on an emotional scale much more powerful, even more than love. So I don't know where it is in order to enlightenment, but I know that authenticity is the most powerful thing, because you then stand in your own power, in your own frame, and you are not afraid to be who you are, because you are at peace. You know that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone, and you don't have to prove anything. Things are just as they are, and you made peace with it, and you finally realized that what you searched was already inside, like in my favorite book, Alchemist by Coelho. And you know what? We all have power to alchemize what's not serving to higher and clean energy that is powerful and that can serve us. That's the definition of alchemy in its core, to be able to transmute energies. What you need is inside you, so stop searching in all wrong places.